For 27 years, an old man kept one letter locked inside a wooden box. He could have opened it any time, but he was afraid of what it might say. His name was Rashid. He was 71 years old. He lived alone in a small, quiet house. Every morning, he opened his shop. Every evening, he came home. His life looked simple. But inside his bedroom was an old wooden box. And inside that box was a letter. A letter he had received 27 years ago. Nobody knew about it. Not his neighbors, not his friends, not even his family. Because Rashid had made a promise to himself, I will never open it. Why? 27 years earlier, Rashid was a young man. He had a wife, a little daughter, and a small business that was slowly growing. But Rashid was extremely ambitious. He wanted a bigger house, a bigger shop, more money, more respect. One day, he received an opportunity to move to another city for a much better business deal. It meant leaving his family for a few months. His wife begged him, "Don't go yet. Your daughter is still so young." Rashid replied, "I'm doing this for you." His wife looked at him and said, "We don't need a bigger house. We need you." But Rashid left anyway. He promised, "I'll be back soon." Weeks became months. Months became years. The business succeeded. Rashid made money. He bought property. He became respected. But something changed at home. His wife became distant. His daughter stopped calling. Rashid kept sending money. He believed money was proof that he cared. Then, one morning, a letter arrived. It was from his wife. The envelope contained only a few pages. Rashid read the first line and stopped. His hands began to shake. He folded the letter, put it inside a wooden box, locked the box, and never opened it again. Years passed. His wife died. His daughter moved away. Rashid became an old man. He had money. He had property. He had everything he once dreamed about, but every night his eyes went toward that wooden box. Sometimes he would hold it. Sometimes he would almost open it, but fear stopped him. What if the letter says she hated me? What if my daughter never forgave me? So he kept living with the question. One rainy evening, Rashid became seriously weak. He sat on the edge of his bed. He looked at the wooden box and suddenly realized something. He had spent 27 years being afraid of a few words on a piece of paper. He picked up the key. His hands were trembling. He unlocked the box. He took out the letter. The paper was old and yellow. His wife's handwriting was still visible. Rashid slowly opened it and read, "Rashid, if you are reading this, you probably still think I was angry with you." He stopped. Tears filled his eyes. He continued, "I was never angry because you wanted success. I was hurt because you thought success meant giving us money instead of giving us yourself." Rashid couldn't breathe. Then he read the final lines. "If one day you realize what really matters, don't waste another day regretting the past. Go to our daughter. Tell her you love her. She has been waiting for you." Rashid dropped the letter. For 27 years, he had been afraid that the letter contained hatred, but it contained something completely different. Forgiveness. The next morning, Rashid searched for his daughter's number. He stared at it for several minutes. Then he called. The phone rang. Once, twice, 3 times. Then a woman's voice answered, "Hello?" Rashid couldn't speak. His daughter asked, "Dad?" His eyes filled with tears. He finally said, "I should have come home a long time ago." There was silence. Then his daughter began to cry, and she replied, "I've been waiting for you." That afternoon, Rashid went to see her. When he arrived at her house, he stood outside the door for almost a minute. He was afraid again, but this time, he didn't run away. The door opened. His daughter stood there. They looked at each other. 27 years of silence stood between them. Then she stepped forward and hugged him. Rashid closed his eyes. He whispered, "I'm sorry." His daughter replied, "You're here now." And those 3 words broke his heart, because he finally understood. Sometimes people don't need an explanation. They need your presence. Rashid spent the remaining years of his life differently. He still had his business. He still had his money. But now he understood their real value. Money was useful. Success was good. But neither could replace a conversation. Neither could replace a hug. Neither could replace time. And he learned the lesson that took him 27 years to understand. Don't let pride turn a small misunderstanding into a lifetime of regret. If someone matters to you, call them. If you made a mistake, apologize. If you miss someone, tell them. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Because the perfect moment may never come. And perhaps the most dangerous sentence in any relationship is, I'll talk to them later. Later becomes tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next year. And suddenly, years have disappeared. So before this video ends, think of the person you haven't spoken to, the person you are angry with, the person you're waiting to call first. Maybe they are waiting too. Maybe both of you are silently hoping the other person takes the first step. Be the one who takes it, because being right for one day isn't worth being separated for 27 years. And remember, a closed door can sometimes be opened tomorrow, but a closed heart may stay closed forever. Don't wait 27 years to say what you could say today, because sometimes the apology you are too proud to give today becomes the regret you would give anything to erase tomorrow.